Sticking with AEW, Sami Guevara suspended. Jeff Hardy legit got hurt during this match, sustained a concussion, and they were perhaps supposed to go to a different finish. But Sami Guevara did not, and instead executed his finisher on Hardy after the latter sustained an injury. So they were supposed to call a little audible here, and Sami either did not get that message or got the message and did not do it. Either way, yeah, he gets suspended a little here. This is from WrestleOps. So the article comes to us from comingsoon.net. There's Sami Guevara. You watch AEW. You have not seen Sami Guevara the last couple of weeks, have you?
No, and I didn't realize he was suspended until this got released. I wonder, I think it might be a real thing that he got suspended because I haven't seen him. I know they are trying, after all the fist fights with CM Punk and everyone and all the stuff that's been going on, I think they've been trying to like make rules for the wrestlers because it was getting out of hand. So this is maybe part of the rules. Like if you do a spot that's really dangerous that you're not supposed to do, then you'll have to get suspended. Oh, he also has a history of suspension.
He previously faced consequences for controversial remarks about Mercedes Moné and a backstage incident involving Eddie Kingston. Maybe he has a history of not knowing where the lines are.
He shot a promo about Eddie Kingston and he called him fat. And Eddie was like so heated about it that he went after him in the backstage. I think that was like, you kind of have to tell each other what is on and like what you're allowed to say, what you aren't allowed to say. And I think he's pretty sensitive to that. So Eddie got really angry at him and they got in a confrontation and then he got suspended for that.
Apparently he also had a backstage altercation with Andrade El Idolo, but did not receive a suspension at that time because he just took a hiatus. Questions about whether Guevara has a future with the promotion. He's been a pretty good wrestler, hasn't he? I remember him in some programs with Chris Jericho, just hearing news from it. I don't watch AEW as much as a lot of our fans out there in Don't Bury the Lead world might.
He's okay.
Do you miss him if he's not gone, or is he a guy who,
Not really. He's a
okay.
guy. I'll put it like this. They brought 4 guys in that were young, and he's been there since the beginning. Okay. It's MJF, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and Sami Guevara. They call them the 4 pillars.
4 pillars.
And then they were supposed to be the young guys to hold the whole company up, and he's by far the worst pillar. Jack Perry at least is doing his thing in New Japan, and I think he's doing some interesting stuff. Darby Allin had the great match with Sting, and he seems to be a future star. And then MJF is a bona fide star.
Yeah, already a bona fide star. Yes. So, so this is perhaps an inopportune time for something like this for Sami Guevara, who's trying to work his way back up the ladder and perhaps work his way into an extension for his contract and actually working there. So we'll see what happens with Sami there.